up and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Vesta 67's workshop. Welcome to issue number 75 of Build the Legendary Cyborg RoboCop from our good old friends over at Fanhome. Now, if you'd like to build this 1/3 scale model RoboCop yourselves, folks, head over to their website. There's a clickable link in the description below. And you too can build this iconic piece of movie or legendary memorabilia. A cyborg close to home, or cyborg on home video, is the history of a RoboCop there. Loads more behind the scenes stuff there, data files, all kinds of gubbins going on there. This is what we're going to be doing, stage 2 of the left hand with all the different index finger joints, etc. So we're going to be putting them together, folks. Lots of tiny springs and small screws as well. So try not to do any pingage, folks, because it's going to happen. This is how the fingers are all going together. Screwing all these bits and bobs. And then this is what we're going to have at the end there. We're going to have the thumb and various stages of the left hand done. Okay, folks? Then you've got Metal Citizenship there, giving loads and loads of blurb on moral reasons and challenges behind man's obsession with building humanoid robots. Robot waiters, all in the cutting edge technology section. It's definitely something they're determined to have, isn't it? Is automated restaurant robots and stuff. So interesting to see how it works. So we'll flip back through and have a looky-loo at what bits we've got today, and we'll get some assembly done, okay? So I'm going to keep the book just to one side there, and then I can start sorting out all of these parts just to make sure I'm getting them in the correct orientation, folks. So we've got this stage here. This is piece number 3. So let's find the ones with number 2 and marry them up, which is this one here. Put that to one side. Purely and simply that way I know I'm getting the correct finger done. So we got this going in place, like so. Piece number 2 joining on to piece number 2. Simple press fit into place. Line them up, get the pegs all there lined up, and then just press them in and they'll click straight in place, okay? So that's that. And then we got these 2 little joints as well. Okay, so they're going to go together. And then this is going to go in the end somewhat like so. Okay, and that's what we're going to end up with. So let's grab a screw and a spring. Very tinsy wincy little screws. They'll have a drop of oil on the end. Like so. Pop a spring over the screw. And then we'll try and do this without losing the screw. That's the aim of today's exercise, folks. Wish me luck. This can only go one way. Badly. So let's try this and see how we get on. Tiny little holes there right at the very back. What I might do is see whether I can actually cut a thread in anticipation before I go for the whole spring bit, I reckon. Just to be on the safe side. Because I think I did this before and wanted to cut the threads. Just to make it a bit easier for myself to get these in place. Just like so. Make sure that's cut, which it seems to be doing. And that's now gone through. We can back that out. Like so. And we might as well do the same on the other one. Like so. Go through. line it up with the hole on the other side. Very tricky little stage at first. I'm going to just taper a hole in there, just so that that screw can find its home a bit easier. There you go. And then that'll help that go in for me. I'm trying to get the light to shine in so you can see what I'm doing. There you go. And that'll screw in nicely now. So we're happy with that. Bingo. Let's grab our one with a spring. Rest that back in place. And then we can go in through the bigger hole. Like that, give it a jiggle. And then we should start homing that straight in, which it's gone straight in. So it's paid to cut that thread first hand, okay? Just make sure that moves, which it does. Give it a back out, a very slight. So it's not such a resistance fit. And that's the knuckle done. Happy days. Now we can grab the second one. Put a little bit of oil on her. Just like so. Grab our next spring. Feed the screw in. Like so. And then line our finger up. And then we can home that screw in as well. Just like so. And then make sure the finger does what it should, which it does. So that's that one, all screwed together, ready to go. Now we do the same on this one. The first things first, let's press these two halves together. Piece number 3, piece number 3. Just check your numbers, folks. Give that a firm squeeze. And then bring a screw in. And we'll do the same. We'll recut a thread on each of these brackets. The first things first, let's feed me screwdriver through and put a little countersink just in there. That'll help this thread of this screw then go into the countersink and into the hole, into the plastic. Like so. Nice resounding click as that found its way in. Pick up that screw. And we can send that in that bracket. Into that taper. And that should find its way in and start cutting that thread. There you go. Just like so. Back it up on itself. That's that one done. And then we can do the same on this little bracket. Give that a little countersink. And then cut the thread. Just like so. And then back that out. And now we can put some oil on her. Put the spring on. And assemble this finger as well. Let's grab that. Straight inside the spring. Grab these two brackets like that. Get it so that the holes allow the screw to go through with the spring. Like so. And screw that in place. And that's where pre-cutting these threads really comes into its own. Because that's just made that so easy. Let's do our last one. Same process. A little bit of oil. Then pop our spring on. Like so. line our finger up, making sure we got it the correct way around, which is that way. Checking that we got a hole for the screw and the spring to navigate into, and then home that. Check that the finger moves, which it does, and I'm happy with that. Perfect. So that is a pair of fingers and a hand section. Okay. So that's what we're going to end up with today, fingers 2 and 3. And we'll have our thumbs and everything to go on RoboCop as well. So that's what we've got today. We'll be putting the rest of this together in the next issue, folks. So, in the meantime, if you'd like to grab one of these for yourself and build along with me, head over to the Fanhome website. There's a clickable link below in the description. And you too can be building this beautiful, beautiful RoboCop. To help me out and to keep the channel growing, you can just click the subscribe button, the little fester in the corner of it. So appreciated, it really is. Give the bell a ring whilst you're there and select all. In the meantime, stay safe and well, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.